Next on the line is the use of the substitution method. The substitution method is a method that requires us to find one variable and then substitute it back into any of the equations, usually the equation from where we did not take before, and then get the value of the next variable. I am going to demonstrate how to use the substitution method to solve a set of linear simultaneous equations or more. Right now the question is x plus 2y is equal to 7 and 3x plus 6 is equal to y. Now remember, I told you when we're dealing with elimination to always arrange your equations in such a way that each term stays right underneath the fellow term or a like term. Get that point? Each term should stay in the same column as its like term. Remember that. Now, when you are using substitution method, which is the method I want to make use of now, that arrangement does not really matter because it's more like transforming equations to get what you're looking for. All right? That nonetheless, you may choose to arrange. You will still end up with the same thing. But it saves your time to not arrange. Just go ahead, pick an equation and work with it, which I'm going to do right now. So first, I will begin by just rewriting the questions again. The first one is x add 2y is equal to 7. This is my first equation. I'll call it equation A. And the next equation is 3x add 6 is equal to y. This is my second equation. I'll call it B. Alright, let's go into working. Take a look at equation A. Equation A says that x is the same thing as x add 2y is equal to 7. What this implies is that if I decide to work with equation A, I go like this. From equation A, we know that x plus 2y is equal to 7. Now, if I want to find x first, I will try to make x the subject of formula here to create a new equation. And that's what I'm going to do. So from here, I'm going to do this. That is what we know. It implies, therefore, that x from this can be the same thing as 7 minus 2y. X is standing alone, isn't it? I have just created a new formula for x, and this I will call equation C. Now that I know this, and remember I had taken this from A, I will be substituting back the value of this x not into equation A anymore, but into equation B since I derived it from equation A. So the next thing I'm going to say is substitute or put is the same thing, okay? We're just trying to be formal by using the word substitute. Substitute the value of x, which here is equal to 7 minus 2y. So substitute the value of x into equation what? Equation B. The reason for substituting into equation B is because we derived from equation A. Take note, from A into B. Alright, this should always help you. When you pick from B, you should go into A. That is a trick that most kids do not know. Now you know it. Let's continue. So if I put it into B, first I already know that equation B is 3x plus 6 is equal to y. See it here. It was given to us. But since I want to substitute the value of x, which is 7 minus 2y, into equation B will now change. It will no longer be what it was. So equation B will now change to what? It now becomes, instead of writing 3x, remember they already told us that x is now 7 minus 2y. So I will not be writing x here. Instead, I will represent x with 7 minus 2y. Are you there? Close the bracket. That is my 3x now. Plus 6 is equal to y. Now that we are here, it is easy to find the value of y. First, I will begin by opening up this bracket. And if I do that, 3 multiplies 7 will give me 21. Minus 3 multiplies 2 will give me 6y. Plus the 6 we already have is equal to y. Obviously, I know what you're thinking, and that is, it is time to collect like terms. Yes, you are correct. And I want to collect like terms. So since I have 21 minus 6y plus 6 is equal to y, it's time to collect like terms. And if I do that right now, it's going to be 21 and 6 right on the left. So 21 plus 6 remains on the left is equal to y. This was minus 6 or negative 6. I'm taking it to the right and it becomes positive 6. So 6y because it has y. So 21 add 6 is going to give me 27, isn't it? So I'll just come this way and write it down. First, 21 add 6 is equal to, what was I having here? Y plus 6y. Y plus 6y. Okay, let's simplify from here. 21 plus 6 is 27. It's equal to y plus 6y is 7y. Now, since we are looking for y, all you need to do is divide both sides of this equation by the coefficients of y, and the coefficient of y is 7. When you divide 7 by 7 on the right hand side, we're left with just y, and on the left hand side, 27 all over 7 remains there. You can reduce this to a mixed number, not a problem. But as a solution set, first we have already found the value of y as 27 all over 7. But have we found the value of x? Take a look. We haven't. We only found an equation for x. So you know what? We are referring back again to that equation for x. Remember. So recall that we already found an equation for x. So recall that x is equal to, recall that x is equal to 7 minus 2y. We got that from our first equation C. So I'm going to just refer to equation C to let you remember where we got that. All right. So in that case, to solve x now, since the value of y is already known, since y is equal to 27 all over 7, x now will become what? X now will become 7 minus 2. Instead of y, I'll fill in the value of y, which is 27 all over 7 here. Now let's simplify fractionally. So x will now become 7 minus 2 times 27 is going to give us 54. So this becomes 54 over 7. Now let's simplify. X now will be equal to 7 times 7 is 49. So we are subtracting 54 from 49 and we'll be dividing that by 7. Therefore, the value of x will now become 49 minus 54 gives us negative 5. So we have negative 5 all over 7 for x. That is it. We have also found the value of x just as we found the value of y earlier. So all we need to do now is to represent our solution set this way. So our solution set for x comma y will now be the same as our x was negative 5 all over 7 and our y had given us 27 all over 7 before. 27 all over 7. So this is what it is. This is how you employ the substitution method of solving simultaneous equation. If this was difficult for you, I will advise you to go through this video again and see, maybe you should pause it first and try working it out by yourself first. See if you could do it, and if it works for you, awesome, it means you are doing well. But if it didn't work, go through the video again. That should help you. Let's go a little further.